Hey guys, Chelsea Kenyon here with www.chelseakenyon.com. Head on over there and check out even more tips and techniques for your direct sales business, or you can feel free to hang out here and just browse through my videos or do whatever else you need to do. Check out the description for more information or how to contact me, and make sure to leave a comment too, because I'd love to know what your big takeaways are from these videos. Okay. So what I want to talk to you today is about saying no. And when it's appropriate to say no to your customer or your potential recruit and when it's not. Okay, so the first thing is, when is it okay to say no? When it's a positive, okay? When no is a positive. For instance, do you test on animals? No. Do your products have toxins? No. Do you have sales requirements? No. Now, whatever it is that, jives with your business and your company, you know what I mean? Everybody's is going to be a little bit different. That's okay. But anytime that it reflects something positive, feel free to say no. A positive no. If they're, I don't even know. That maybe not make any sense, but you could even say absolutely not. You could say we sure don't, anything along those lines. But when you don't want to say no is when you don't have what it is that they're looking for. Okay, or that they're asking about. Maybe they're not necessarily looking for it, but maybe they're just asking about it and you don't have it, your company doesn't offer it. That is absolutely when you don't want to say no, because now you're just validating that you don't have it, and then that is a lack and a negative for your customer or your potential recruit. And it doesn't even give, a chance for you to explain why that doesn't matter or why that's different or why you have something better or anything like that. They're going to immediately register that no as a negative, as a lack, and it's going to be very hard to move past that. So let's avoid that, shall we? Okay, so what you're going to do to avoid the negative no's and the lack is when they say, do you have ABC? And you don't have it, instead of saying no, you're going to say, what we do have is, or what we offer is, and kind of take it down that road and pinpointing what you do have, okay? And of course, you want to make that what you do have along those same lines. For instance, okay, now I'm going to give you guys some examples just for my own company that I'm with and how I would talk about it, but you can just use these examples and you can turn them around for your own company, and you can, figure out how you're going to word these. In fact, if I were you, I would go and I would make a list of 10 or 15 commonly asked questions that are, that you have to say no to, that you don't have, and then come up with those responses. So that way you have them ready. You can do a little practice beforehand, so you can definitely do that after you're done watching here. Okay, so if somebody comes to me and says, hey, do you have a powder foundation? The answer to that technically is no, we do not have a powder foundation. But I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is, we actually have the best foundation in the world. It's absolutely amazing. It actually works on all skin types. It's fantastic. It's full coverage. We have ways that you can make it sheer coverage. You can use all different kinds of applicators. It's very flexible. It's pretty much the highest pigment of foundation that you can get in the whole world. It's great stuff. I would love to tell you more, or maybe we can get you color matched, okay? And I'm going to take it right into that conversation. Now they're not even missing the powder foundation because I just told them how great the stuff that we do have is. Now, they very well could come back to that and be like, but I was really looking for a powder foundation, or I'm wearing a powder foundation. Then you want to start going through and listing the benefits, seeing what it is that they like about the powder foundation, and see if you have a product that can deliver those same results, okay? But the bottom line is that you're not telling them no, okay? So that's what you want to stay away from. Navigate the conversation accordingly without that negative lack word no in there. Okay, so another one could be, do you guys carry sunscreen? And for me, that would be no. We don't carry a sunscreen. So what I am, instead of saying no, I'm going to say, our foundation actually has minerals in it that act as a physical sunscreen that actually block the sun from actually getting down into your skin. We also have an amazing oil that is UV protective of the skin cells. Okay, so I just redirected to the amazing products that we do have without saying no. You can also come into these conversations with a potential recruit when they're talking to you about the compensation plan, about what the company offers. For me, they may come and say, do you get paid after every sale? And I'm going to say, you know what? I absolutely love that my commission just builds and builds and builds and builds. And, at first I was kind of like, that I'm not sure, because I'm used to being paid a little bit more often. But what I found is that really allows me to really let it save up. And I don't know about you, but I'm really bad at saving money. So the way that we're paid allows that amount to really, really build up and save up to where by the time we are paid, it's a nice chunk of money. And not only that, I've learned skills that I've never had before, like budgeting, like saving, like, having to make sure that a certain amount of money lasts a certain amount of time. And it's actually been incredibly insightful to my own spending habits and actually helped me learn how to actually keep more money in my bank account. Okay, doesn't that sound good? And you can use examples too in these scenarios. You could say, hey, I used to think that being paid weekly or after every sale or daily or whatever the case may be, I used to think that that was fantastic. But you know what? As soon as that little chunk of commission came in, boom, I ordered pizza. Boom, there's Starbucks. Boom, there's gas in my car. And it trickled out just as fast as it trickled in. I wasn't really keeping track of it. I didn't know where my money was going. And, I think I probably overspent on things that I shouldn't have been overspending on. But that money, it was so quick and easy. So this way of payment actually keeps me out of that scenario and allows me to really see where my money's going, and it allows me to make better financial decisions. See? So much better than saying no, right? Okay? So I really want you guys to start practicing this. Practice not saying no, unless it's a positive no. Okay? We already went over that. I want you to go right now. I want you to make a list. Even if you just have your phone, text yourself, send yourself an email. Who cares? It's the digital age. Nobody has to know. But pick out 5 or 6 things that your customers ask you or that your potentials ask you on a regular basis. Those regular questions that you get asked all the time. And those questions that you typically just say no to. And then you say no, and then you have to convince. Okay? Instead, I want you to write out what you do have and what you do offer. Okay, and I want you to get in the habit of when somebody says, do you have A, B, C, D, that you don't have, instead of saying no, say, hey, but what we do have is this. Okay, and I don't want you to say, no, but what we have is this. I want you to skip the no, but, and I want you to jump right into what we have is this. Okay? All right, I hope that makes sense. Again, leave your big takeaways below and check out my website, www.chelseakenyon.com. Like this video, share it with your team if you found it helpful, and I will see you on the next one.